There we are, home.
Doctor,
It's all right. Chester didn't make the position quite clear. Now, I have some work to do.
Grandfather, please.
Hush, child. Say your goodbyes, and remember, we shall be leaving almost immediately.
Do you have to be in such a hurry?
Enough time has been wasted bringing you back, young man. I have the universe to explore.
Must you go?
Susan, we visited many places together, had lots of adventures. But you always knew we intended to return home when we could.
Yes, I know, but...
Look, I know it's hard to say goodbye. But one day you'll understand why we had to.
But Grandfather can bring you back any time now.
Don't you see, Susan? The longer we leave it, the harder it'll be.
Still here?
Yes. We're waiting for you to carry out the checks.
Quite unnecessary.
Oh, is it? Are you so certain you know where we are?
Certain? Of course I'm certain. If you doubt me, take a look for yourself. Perhaps that will satisfy you.
Could be, I suppose.
Thank you. Obviously, you're still in doubt. Let us take a longer look through the trees.
Ian, look. Fields, crops. It's fully cultivated.
Yes. And yet so dark. I can't see a sign of any buildings.
Oh, it reminds me of a holiday I once took. In Somerset.
Then I expect it is Somerset, my dear. Well, if you're going, be off with you.
Look, Doctor, I think it'd be better if you came with us, at least to explore.
It's out of the question. I refuse to leave the ship.
Maybe you have succeeded. Maybe we are where you say we are. But I remember an occasion when you took us home once before.
Yes, well, we met Marco Polo.
Entirely different circumstances. I'm rather tired of your insinuations that I'm not master of this craft. Oh, I admit you did develop a fault to minor fault. On one occasion, perhaps twice. But nothing I couldn't control.
I know that. Of course you're in control. You're always in control. And I'm sure you could revisit us at any time.
Very simple. Quite simple.
Exactly. Quite simple. But you have your important researches to complete. You may not find the time. There's a chance that we won't meet again. Don't you think it would be better if we parted under more friendly circumstances? Say, over a drink?
Yes. Yes, well, perhaps since you put it that way, an hour or two won't come amiss. Susan, bring my stick for you.
Yes, Grandfather?
I'm going to see Ian and Barbara back home safely.
Well done, Ian. I say, do you think we really are home?
I don't know. Won't take us long to find out, will it? Come on.
Well?
Well, those crops suggest a manor or farmhouse. It should be reasonably close.
It's very warm, isn't it? It must be summertime. Ian?
Yes?
Why aren't there any lights?
That's the point. It's dusk and we've got a very good view from here.
Well, towns and villages can be well spaced, even in England.
Are we going to stand here talking all night?
All right, Susan, I saw it. Keep talking.
All right. Be careful, though. Did you see what it was? No, I didn't.
Thought he was a rabbit. You know, Chesterton's getting quite jumpy these days. Young man like him shouldn't suffer from nerves.
Oh, that rabbit of yours is putting up quite a fight. Ian, you're hurting him.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Come here, my boy. Where are we? Where do you live?
Grandfather, you're frightening him. We're your friends. Don't be afraid.
Look at him, he's absolutely terrified.
Yes. Of us or of something else?
Come along, answer my questions, boy.
Please, I've done nothing.
We're not going to hurt you.
No, of course we're not. Look, we've lost our way and we need your help. This is England, isn't it?
England? No, France.
France? Well, how far from Paris?
Not far. 12 kilometers.
Oh, that's something, I suppose.
Paris, eh? 100 miles or so either way is to be expected. After all, it's only a fraction of the distance we've covered. It's quite accurate, in fact.
Yeah. Assuming the distance is our only error. You know, Doctor, I have a feeling you've been building up our hopes again.
Oh, nonsense. Let's have a word with the boy. Look here, my boy. Now, hold him.
We lost him.
You don't say.
Pity. Probably knows these woods like the back of his hand.
Wonder why he was so afraid.
Chesterton. There's a house. Look, straight ahead of us.
Yes. What do you make of it, Barbara?
Well, it looks deserted. You know, I'm certain we're sometime in the past.
Yes. Well, we were 100 miles out. Perhaps we're 100 years out as well.
Rubbish, rubbish.
Well, it's possible.
You know, I think we ought to get back to the ship while we still can.
Nonsense. It was your idea to explore anyway. Besides, that might be very interesting. What will do us good?
Come on, you two. Don't be lost in the dark.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Well, we're still not home.
No, we're not, are we? Still, I do think he tried this time. Even if it was out of bad temper.
So we stay with the ship.
Yes. Cheered Susan up, hasn't it?
Well, are you disappointed?
Funnily enough, no. I don't know. Depends where we are. I still could be.
Well, we'd better join the others.
It looks uninhabited. I wonder if we can get in.
Did you find anything?
Not yet. Grandfather's seen you can get in.
Oh, is he now? Doctor?
I say, take a look through there, will you? I think your eyes are sharper than mine.
Too dark to see anything, Doctor. Oh, I don't think anyone's lived here for years. Doctor? Doctor?
We're in luck. The doors are locked. I'll take upstairs and you search down.
All right.
Where's the doctor?
He's gone upstairs. Look at this. What do you think a candlestick like that's doing in a place like this?
I don't know.
Here's a tinderbox.
Look at this.
Hey, this is 18th century.
Look at this one.
You know, there's a whole wardrobe here. Look, they're all different sizes, too.
Look at these bundles, bottles of wine, bread. It's steady.
There's another bundle over here. Hey, look at all these maps. There's a whole bunch of daggers down here.
Documents, official documents. Undated, and the name is left blank. It passes, Barbara.
Yes, but nobody lives here. I mean, look at the dust everywhere.
This is a stopping off place. A link in some escape chain. Here, look at this.
Hey, this is signed by Robespierre.
Robespierre. Must be a... Now, wait a minute. The doctors put us down right in the middle of the French Revolution.
Yes. The Reign of Terror.
Doctor? Doctor?
How do I look?
Oh, very pretty, mademoiselle. Hairstyle's a bit modern, but it's all right. Well, it's a good idea to change into these clothes. We won't look so conspicuous when we go back to the ship.
We might not get back to the ship if Grandfather hears we're in the Reign of Terror.
Why not?
It's his favourite period in the history of Earth.
We're not getting very far, are we? What's he doing up there? Come on. Let's go and find him.
Don't move. Please put that on the table. Thank you. What are you doing here?
Don't waste time, Robert. Kill them. They're after us.
I think not. But I would advise you to answer the question.
We're travelers.
We only stopped here till we could find our way.
At a deserted house.
You'll gain nothing by this questioning. We should be moving on.
Patience, D'Argenson. Even in these troubled times, our visitors have the right of an explanation, even if our enemies do not accord such privileges.
We're not your enemies. We are what we say we are, travelers.
When you entered our hideout, you entered our lives. Do you travel alone?
Yes?
You see, they lie.
We found the old man upstairs. Do not count on his assistance.
What have you done with him?
At the moment, he's safe. It was in your power to see that he came to no harm. But your answer proves that you do not speak truthfully. There is something you are concealing.
It doesn't concern
We
you.
must be leaving now. The soldiers will have followed.
In France now, there are only two sides. You're either with us or against us. Our sympathies are obvious. We want to know yours.
We appreciate what you say. But we have no side. We're not even French.
A word of warning. If you intend to stay in France, you will have to choose.
We cannot trust them now.
If we are to escape from France, we must have faith. If all people are incapable of our trust, we shall take the tenor with us.
Where is my grandfather?
The old man. D'Argenson, just... Listen.
The soldiers. They found us. But they'll take us to Paris to the guillotine. I can't let it happen. My whole family were executed. Even my youngest sister. They came to the house while I was out and they dragged them away. We must know while we have the chance.
Yes. Our only hope is to stay here and hide. They may pass.
They're coming in.
It will be the guillotine for all of us.
D'Argenson, quiet!
here. The pigs will still be running. They won't have stopped yet.
This was their route, according to our information, Sergeant. They could be hiding in this house.
I'll have the men search the place.
No, let's let them rest. They've had a long march. We'll cover the back.
We'll block their escape.
If they are in there, we can let them suffer the waiting.
You, round the back.
Go yourself, citizen.
But if they run, you'll have the chance of stopping them.
Yes. It's a long time since I had a royalist to myself. Your eyes open. Don't worry. They won't get past me.
They're not coming in.
No. The intention is to break our nerve. To leave, face arrest and execution. Friends warn us and friends denounce us.
Seems the soldiers followed you. Who knew you were taking this road?
Oh, indeed. It's difficult to have secrets these days.
Ian, grandfather.
The old man, he's upstairs somewhere. D'Argenson, you dealt with him?
Never mind. I'll find him.
D'Argenson, come back! You fool! Sergeant! Rouvray! What did between you? Grab him and get away from that man! Take him! You'll listen to me!
So, Rouvray, your voice still carries authority, even to my soldiers.
You, come here. Give it to me. You can give them uniforms, Lieutenant, but they remain peasants underneath. Let's get the other one! Hold him! Hold him!
A desperate attempt, and it very nearly worked.
Doctor? Doctor, where are you?
Well, my sergeant was right. He did pay us to look in the house.
We are not... Silence!
If any of them speak again without commission, shoot them.
The bodies have been removed, Lieutenant. What about these?
Outside. Go on, you heard the Lieutenant. Move!
Outside into the courtyard.
Load muskets.
We already have. Get out of the way.
Stop! We're taking the palace.
No, we'll shoot them here.
We've got the men we came for.
Yes, and more. I say we kill them.
Now listen. We also want credit for our additional prisoners. The maitre may not believe us if he doesn't see them for himself.
That's true.
And there may be a reward.
Sergeant's right. Perhaps there is a reward.
And besides, why should we do what Madame Guillotine can do so much better?
Let's take them to Paris, to the guillotine!
Move! Get along.
Wait! We'll burn the house down!
A sign of him. House. Look at the house. What about grandfather? I'm sure he'll come out soon.
I hope so, for all our sakes. Get moving!
Oh, hello! Hello! Can you hear me? Let me out!
we allowed to tell our story?
Prisoners are not required to speak. I have the charges here. You were found in the house with Rouvre and Dodgenson and arrested by a platoon of soldiers. I am satisfied as to your guilt as being in the company of wanted traitors. The sentence, immediate execution.
We demand the right to speak.
You have no rights. You will be guillotined as soon as it can be arranged. Take them to the cells.
Stay back by the wall.
Ian!
Go away, keep all of it, can't you? I told you to stay back by the wall. There's nothing to interest you. Stay with her, over there. A lady like you shouldn't be kept in this pigsty. Of course, I have the keys. It wouldn't be very difficult to leave a few doors open now, would it?
No, of course not. But I couldn't pay you. I don't have any money.
The soldiers in this place are nothing but peasants. Not fit company for an intelligent man like myself. Gets very lonely in here sometimes. Very lonely indeed. Now, if we were to be friends, you'll regret that. I promise you. Here, knock them away. No! In there. It's the cell I keep for my special guests.
Smell in here. It's terrible. Yes, it reminds me of when we were prisoners before, in the prehistoric age.
Oh, yes, I remember that. But there was one very important difference. Grandfather and Ian were with us then. Oh, if you could see where we were. Oh, you'll have to lift me up, Barbara. Barbara.
Sorry, yes.
I can't see very much down there. It's just a prison yard. There's nothing to the right. Oh, that's good. Oh, if only I knew where Grandfather was. He'd have got out of that house, Susan.
I know he would.
All right. Thank you. Oh, it must be refreshing. Where are my friends?
The soldiers set fire to the farmhouse and took them to Paris, to the conciergerie prison. They'll be locked up there before they go to the guillotine.
Oh, a very brave boy.
Are you feeling all right now, sir?
Yes, I think so. Yes, thank you. It's quite remarkable. How can I ever begin to thank you?
You see, there were two men hiding in the house. One of them knocked you over the head. Then the soldiers came. The two men were shot and your friends arrested.
That's a tragic business.
But you can still escape. My mother can give you some food. Our farm isn't far away, just over there. And that way leads to Paris.
Yes, I must rescue my friends.
But you mustn't do that, sir. You'll be captured, sent to the guillotine.
You saved me, my boy, so I must rescue them. Now, you can understand that, can't you?
Yes. I wish I could come with you. But since my father was taken away, he told me to look after my mother.
Yes. Now you're the head of the house. Yes, well, Oh, thank you. Thank you for everything. And what's your name?
Jean-Pierre.
I should remember. Yes, Jean-Pierre. Au revoir. Monsieur, catch it.
Oh, what's the use? I'll never get out of this dreadful place.
Oh, you mustn't lose heart, Susan.
I'm not going to fool myself.
Well, think of the times we've been in trouble before. Always managed to get out of it in the end.
Oh, we've been lucky. You can't go on being lucky. Things catch up with you.
Never heard you talk like this before. You're usually so optimistic.
You want to know about Grandfather?
I'm sure he's all right, Susan.
You keep on saying that. Just want to know, that's all.
Look, we should try and get out of here. It hasn't always been luck, you know. We made our own opportunities. Did you notice that we came past the river to get here?
You're not going to dig your way out, are you?
Oh, why not?
It's solid stone.
Here, there's a damp patch in the wall here. Maybe a sewer leading to the river.
Yes, all you need are a couple of dozen drills and a gang of men, and you might get out. What are you looking at?
Crowbars. It may not be necessary to dig our way out after all. I might be able to lever up one of those stones with this. Look, you go over there and keep your eye open for the jailer.
Put him in there. Don't make so much noise. You'll give the place a bad name.
Sorry, Ian, my side's hurting again.
Bleeding stopped, Webster. You've lost a lot of blood.
Soldiers who arrested me couldn't wait to pull the trigger. Is there any more water?
Yes. Must be about the last of it. You know, I've looked this place over. It isn't impossible to escape.
It is for me, and you know it. I'll never get up from here. Listen, you're an Englishman. You must help me.
Oh.
One day soon, France will stop this madness and turn her full attention across the Channel.
We must be ready for that day. There's a man in France, an Englishman, working to that end. He will tell us when that day is near. You understand?
England at war with France? Yes, I know that.
I was sent to bring him home to England. The day nears and his information is important.
Find him if you can. Try to escape. Try. Promise to find James Sterling and home. Promise. Promise.
Yes, yes. James Sterling. Find James Sterling and tell him to get back to England. He has important information. I understand. And I promise. Where shall I find him, Webster?
Jules Renaud.
Jules Renaud. Yes?
Sign of le chien gris.
Le chien gris.
Faster than that. Good day. Good day, sir.
Yes, it is.
I wonder if you can assist me. I'm bound for Paris. Am I still on the right road?
You are.
Splendid, splendid. I was beginning to have my doubts. I haven't seen a soul for hours.
You've come a long way.
Yes, further than you would think.
Get on with your work. Nobody told you to stop. I have to watch them all the time. I don't even know why they bother to put them to work. You know what I do with tax dodgers?
Oh, so not volunteers, eh?
Volunteers? I have to watch them every second. I'm given a schedule. Finish this section by tomorrow, they told me. And if I don't...
It's quite a responsibility.
Well, it'll be finished, even if I have to drive every one of them into the ground.
Yes, I see you believe in drastic measures, eh?
I'll put your backs into it. Look as if you mean it. The sooner it's finished, the better it'll be for all of us.
I'm sure you're very experienced at this job, my man. But as an impartial onlooker, I think I might have a bit of advice to give you.
Well, I'll listen to anything that'll get this job finished quickly.
Well, if you were to expend your energy helping with the road instead of bawling and shouting at them every few seconds, you might be able to get somewhere. Good day to you, sir.
I suppose you think you're very clever.
Well, without any undue modesty, yes. Now, would you mind standing aside?
Now, show me your papers or something to prove your identity.
I am not in the...
I see. You can't prove your identity. Have you paid your taxes? No. Then perhaps you join the poor wretches and put your energy to better use. Give him a pick. Now get to work, Skinny. I shouldn't try to run away. Remember, I got this.
Common fellow.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get to work. I'll complete that schedule yet.
Oh, I must rest. It's tearing my hands to pieces.
Shall I take over?
No, your hands are worse than mine.
I wonder what Ian's doing. Barbara, I think I'll work. Takes my mind off things. Oh!
We'll rest.
I can't do it, Barbara.
We'll start again later. We've made good progress. We should be through soon.
It takes so long. Still, we have done well, haven't we? Someone's coming. Barbara, they're coming for us.
There's your food. A waste, if you ask me. What are they doing down there?
What?
The blankets. I'm responsible for everything in the cells. Pick them up. All right. It gets cold at night. You'll get no others. Dennis! The matron. Dennis! Come in, citizen!
How long has he been dead? I asked how long he's been dead.
Several hours, citizen.
Did he speak?
No. No, he didn't.
I'll ask you once more. Did they talk to each other?
Well, he may have done so, citizen, but, well...
Just simply tell me if you heard their voices.
Yes. Well, yes, citizen. He did. I Didn't know what he said, but I definitely heard them speak. But not for long.
Let me have the execution list.
At once, citizen.
The other prisoner, which one is he?
In Chesterton.
Have the body removed from the cell.
Yes, citizen. Guards!
I felt sure you'd discover that.
Yes, so did I. You know, I had no idea how hungry I was, or what I'd eat.
I think I'll get back to work now.
Oh, no, it was my turn.
What is it? Rats! Rats! They must have smelled the food. Papa, there's rats down there! I can't do it anymore. Not with those down there. I can't do it. God.
They won't come in. Not now. We won't do any more digging. We'll just stay where we are.
The 10th time he's counted his wealth.
He does it all the time. Some of us thinks he likes money better than he likes himself.
Have any of you had any money?
Would we be here if we had?
You want to leave here, don't you?
Well, yes, but how? He never goes anywhere without that pistol, and he never turns his back.
I'll do as I say. Follow me. Yes, agent.
What's this? What are you staring
Yes,
at?
we're waiting for the eclipse, look.
Eclipse?
Yes.
The moon is due to pass in front of the sun at any moment. See, look.
Yes, you've heard about it, haven't you?
Yes,
it's
I've heard.
It's quite a phenomenon, isn't it? Yes, yes.
All right. We'll see it when it happens. Until then, get back to work. Now!
Look at the coin.
Now, what's wrong now?
I've just found this coin down there. It must come from some hidden treasure.
Treasure. More likely dropped by a passing traveler.
Oh, no, definitely a hidden treasure.
Now, where were you digging?
Just there. Yes.
Here's another.
That's a spade. Stop this.
Stand back! It's nothing to do with you, nothing. I'll do the digging, and then it'll be mine. Now, stand back.
Good day to you, sir. Pleasant dreams. Here.
All right, you two. Come on out. Stand in line.
Where's Ian?
Was that your friend? He was lucky. The mercer crossed him off the list. You were not so fortunate. Dispatch for the guillotine. Take them away. Dispatch for the guillotine. Take them away.
Tumble should have passed by now, Jules.
You must try and cultivate patience, my friend. Will stand you in good stead.
I will never get used to the waiting. If only it wasn't so quiet.
That's why we're here, Jean. A crowded street and a successful rescue will never mix.
I know, but it is late. Perhaps they've taken another route.
No, they'll come this way. They always do. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. How many soldiers do you think there'll be?
6, maybe 5.
It's a pity Leon isn't with us today. The odds would have been more favourable.
Yes, I admit Leon would have been a great help. But don't forget, we have surprise on our side. It is worth 3 men.
Well, they must have left the prison later than usual.
If you want some food, get back against the wall and stay there.
Taylor?
Hey! Yes, citizen, yes!
Here.
Hey.
Immediately.
Come in! Come in, citizen!
Taylor! Didn't you hear me calling you?
I'm sorry, citizen. I came as fast as I could. I was busy with the food.
Prisoner's food is unimportant. You
realize that Robespierre will be asking to see the execution figures.
I have them ready, citizen.
I hope for your sake that they're satisfactory. Otherwise, instead of being jailer here, you could find yourself a prisoner.
Good. Good. Thank you, citizen, thank you. My only wish is to serve the cause to the best of my ability.
Nevertheless, loyalty should not go unrewarded.
Citizen, I seek no reward.
That is as it should be. But I shall see to it that your name is mentioned in the right quarter.
Susan, I think the horse has thrown a shoe. The moment they start to unhitch it, we'll make a run for it.
I don't think I can, Barbara. I don't feel very well.
Look, I'll help you, but you must make an effort.
All right. I'll do my best.
Good. Now, as soon as they start to lead the horse away.
It is them.
Yes. It looks as if they've had some trouble with the horse.
That is why they were so late. We were right to come looking for them. Are you ready?
Yes.
You see how big the guard is, don't you?
Yes, Paul. But one of them's taken the horse away. I think we're in luck.
You know what to do.
I'll take the one on the right.
Susan, are you ready? Come on now.
Oh, I can't. You go, Barbara.
Oh, don't be silly. Come on, pull yourself together.
My head's splitting and my back's aching.
All right, Susan. It's all right.
evening, citizen.
Evening.
I was just about to close my humble shop, but if I can be of service...
Yes, very likely.
Did you see the executions today, citizen?
No, I didn't.
I missed them, too. Most unusual. Citizen Robespierre is doing a fine job, don't you think, hounding out the traitor?
Yes, splendid fellow. You seem to be very interested in these traitors.
I consider it my duty.
Then perhaps you can confirm that newly arrested prisoners are taken to the, the Conciergerie prison.
That is correct, citizen. As a matter of fact, you can see the prison from the end of the street here. A wise choice, citizen. There is no finer set of apparel in all of Paris.
Yes, I was thinking of something new along these lines.
Yes, it would certainly be more suitable than what you're wearing at present.
That's very impressive.
Yes, citizen. It signifies the position of regional officer of the provinces.
Yes, I'm quite aware of that. Yes, quite aware. Yes, in fact, it's a post that I myself personally occupy.
I see. I'm sorry, citizen.
Don't apologize. I want to try that on.
Yes, certainly, citizen. The quality is unmatched. And in comparison, the price is...
Price is of no matter. I haven't any money.
No money?
No, I thought possibly we could arrange an exchange.
For this?
What's wrong with it?
Well, it's a little better than a fancy dress outfit.
A fancy dress? My dear sir, I doubt if you've seen a coat like it.
I agree.
Am I correct to assume that you're not interested?
You realize there is not much call for a...
Have you had a similar coat like this in your shop?
Never.
Then I can understand why there has been no call.
It is a heavy material, I grant you, and perhaps with a few alterations. You're offering the entire outfit?
Exactly, of course.
Yes, well, I shall require something else, too. Like that ring you're wearing, for example.
You may have it, providing you agree to let me have parchment and writing materials into the bargain.
Very well.
Then we have a bargain, my dear sir.
I feel better already.
Danielle? Sure. We have closed the rest of the house and sent the servants away. It is safer.
I expect you'd like a bath and some food. I'll prepare it for you. Jean, will you help me?
It is not exactly a palace, but you're both very welcome here.
What can I say? I can't begin to thank you.
Now, please, I insist you do not even mention it. It is one of my rules.
Oh, I don't even know your name.
And that is another of my rules. Christian names only. The less my friends and I know, the less we can admit to when questioned. So permit me. I am Jules.
Barbara, this is Susan.
This is my sister, Danielle. She's looking after us. This is my young friend, Jean. I expect you're wondering what is going to happen to you. Well, after you have eaten, you must rest. And tomorrow we will make arrangements to smuggle you away from France.
Oh, but you can't do that.
Why not?
Barbara, grandfather.
Yes, Andy, and he's still in the prison.
Did Webster give you a message for James Sterling or not? We shall see. We shall see.
Do feel better after that.
Here, let me help.
No, Barbara, you stay where you are. John and I can manage.
Jules?
I can manage. No. You both agreed to tell me your story.
Yes, what about the map?
Oh, yes. Here we are.
Now, according to the sun's position, we were travelling south.
Yes, let's see. Forest should be in this area, yeah.
Yes. Now, there was a group of houses, wasn't there?
Yes.
Yes, that would be the forest.
Yes, turn it around this way.
Okay.
Jules, I think we can show you now. We arrived in this area here.
Yes. We walked through the forest, you see, then we got lost. So we asked our way at a house. And where was the house?
Here it is. Ah, so we saw the soldiers, remember?
Mm.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Jean!
What's wrong?
We didn't find Grandfather, though. We don't even know if he got away.
Susan, wait a minute.
Show Jean where you were arrested.
Just here.
Did you meet two men there?
Yes. How did you know?
Their names?
D'Argenson.
And Rouvray.
They must have discovered our escape route, Jules.
They may have just been unlucky. We'll wait till we've heard from Léon. The route is his responsibility. Were D'Argenson and Rouvray brought back with you?
No. There was a fight with the soldiers. They were shot.
Soldiers? Jean, this isn't the first time.
Well, later,
Someone
later.
is informing on
Later, Jean.
You knew those men, didn't you?
Yes. Yes, we did. We rescued them as we did you. In their case, our effort was wasted.
So this isn't the first time you've risked your life.
Not all Frenchmen can allow innocent people to be led to the guillotine, Barbara. Jules has saved many lives.
It would appear that my luck is running out.
Luck? Not if what I say is true.
I shall sort it out, Jean. Now, you say your grandfather was left here.
Yes, in that house.
Then I shall send someone to search for him as soon as I can.
There were 4 of us altogether. Ian, as I've already told you, is still in the prison.
I promise you I give you my word. But I will not rest until the 4 of you have been brought together again.
Headache again?
Oh, yes. It keeps coming and going.
The young lady needs sleep. Danielle?
Well, if you could show me where it is.
Danielle will escort you.
Oh, yes, come with me. You look worn out. Thank you. If I could just lie down.
Sleep well and have pleasant dreams.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, Susan.
Oh, Léon, I'm sorry it's so late, but I have a message for Jules.
Léon, it's good to see you.
D'Argenson and Rouvray were taken.
Not now, Jean. Well, Léon, what's wrong?
There is a man, a stranger. He's been asking for you.
Oh?
He's being watched. He's by the inn near the prison. I thought you should know.
Yes, thank you. We'll take care of it. Oh, Barbara, this is a good friend of mine, Léon. Barbara, she's here with a young friend. They're staying with us for a few days.
I'm pleased to meet you.
Pleasure is all mine.
We're slipping out for a while, Barbara. It won't be for long.
I'll take good care of her, Jules.
Oh, Jean. Don't delay.
Perhaps you'd care for some wine.
Yes. Thank you.
Get me in your fools! I can have you shot at gun! Maybe no gun for you! Ah, that's better. Thank you. Don't do it again. You don't want all the prisoners to escape, do you? Who is in charge of this prison? Well, speak up, my man.
I asked, citizen.
My credentials. And while we were about it, why wasn't I there? Do you realize that I walked through the whole of Paris without a guard? Me?
We would have arranged an escort had we been advised of your...
You were advised. I forwarded the communication myself. What if Robespierre hears about this coffee?
Oh, I don't think you should worry the first deputy, citizen. He's a very busy man. I am at your service, citizen. Anything you wish to know?
Very well, thank you. Yes, you seem a capable man, and I'm sure this misunderstanding is none of your doing.
Oh, indeed, citizen, I am most conscientious. But when you're assisted by idiots...
Of course, and I'm glad we understand each other.
Thanks a mind, citizen.
No, thank you.
I would deem it a privilege if I could be of help.
Thank you, citizen. It's all perfectly simple. 3 traitors were brought here. A man, a woman, and a young child. They fled from my province. I'm sure you remember them?
Yes.
Well, are they still here?
The women were dispatched to the guillotine. Unfortunately, there was a rescue.
What? By whom?
We don't know. Many times traitors have been snatched away on the road to the guillotine. You understand, of course, that I cannot be held responsible.
Yes.
They were outside my jurisdiction.
Yes, of course. And the man, you haven't mentioned him.
No, well, the man,
But come along, out with it, man.
He escaped. He was a desperate fanatic, citizen. He gave me this wound. I fought with him, prepared to give my life to stop his escape. But he fought with the strength of 10.
Yes, I believe what you say. I'm sure you did the best you could. It's a pity you're surrounded by such fools.
Exactly, citizen, exactly.
Yes, all 3 of them are somewhere in Paris.
They will be caught, you may rest assured.
Yes. What? Oh, of course. Yes, of course. Well, I'll take up no more of your time, citizen.
Murphy, the citizen here has been inquiring.
Yes, I heard what was said. Your papers, citizen.
He's a regional officer from the southern province.
I can read, thank you, jailer. And where are you going now, citizen?
Well, home.
It's rather late. It would perhaps be better if you journeyed tomorrow.
Yes, I could do that.
You see, I'm taking the execution lists to the first deputy's palace, and by a coincidence, if you like, your province is going to be discussed. It would be a great help if you were on hand to answer any difficult questions that crop up.
A great help. Very well.
I promise you will find it most interesting. Come. We must not keep Citizen Robespierre waiting.
Where do you come from, Barbara?
Does it matter?
No. I'd just like to know.
Well, I don't think you'll like the answer. I was born in England, so that makes us enemies.
Does it? I prefer to think that it means you have no interest in France. Or the revolution.
Well, that's a strange thing to say.
Perhaps I'll explain one day.
Well, I think I better see if Susan's all right.
I keep telling you, he's just left to see Citizen Robespierre. Are you sure it's so urgent? Well, what is it about?
I want to give him this.
What is it?
Evidence against a traitor.
just left to see Citizen Robespierre. Are you sure it's so urgent? Well, what is it about?
I want to give him this.
What is it?
Evidence against a traitor.
Lament, to see Citizen Robespierre.
10 Citizen Lament in.
Here is the complete and detailed list of the recent executions, citizen.
Who is this Lament?
A regional deputy visiting from our southern province, citizen. And as the province in question is to be discussed, I thought the citizen could make his report personally.
I see. I am always prepared to listen to a first-hand account of a region's situation. I welcome the opportunity. Thank you.
Before you question me, perhaps you would like to hear my views on Paris.
When did you arrive?
Just today.
Hardly long enough for you to have gauged the present mood of our capital.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
I am only interested in your comments on your own territory. Recent memoranda from your province suggest that the purge of our enemies in your region is progressing very slowly.
Oh, you've reached that conclusion. Well, perhaps we have fewer enemies in our region. It may be that Paris can take an example from us.
We in Paris are aware of the danger, citizen. We live in troubled times. There is much work to be done. Work that is constantly delayed by the need to ferret out the traitors that we harbor in our midst.
Is there such a need, Citizen Robespierre? I mean, what can this reign of terror possibly gain? For every opponent you put to the guillotine, 2 more will spring up.
I think you have said enough, citizen.
Oh, you do you?
Let him speak, Lament. What he said is true. My enemies do multiply. He is only warning me of the dangers I face.
As you wish, citizen.
I could, and I shall do great things for France. For too long the nobility have kept our people to heel. And now, finally, my world is at power. What happens? My colleagues, my trusted friends plot for power.
Do they? Or is it just their wish to keep their heads?
Danton planned to restore the monarchy. I had the proof. I knew. I had to dispose of him and the Gironde. Even now, convention members are at work plotting my downfall. But I will triumph, even if I have to execute every last one of them. Death! Always death! Do you think I want this carnage? 342 executions in 9 days in Paris alone. What a memory I shall leave behind if this thing lasts. You must come again, citizen. We never did talk about your province.
No, we didn't, did we? I was so looking forward to it. It's a pity we talked so long, Paris.
Bring him with you tomorrow, Lament.
Yes, citizen.
This will warm you. Thank you. What is it? Just drink it all up.
Would you like something, Barbara?
No, thank you.
I think I'd like some more wine.
The wine is on the table.
Thank you.
I think I'll return to bed if you'll excuse me.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry we disturbed you.
One can't be friends with everybody.
How do you feel now? I'm all right, thanks. That's right. You try and get some rest. I'll be here if you want me. I wish I knew for certain what it was. She could have caught almost anything in that jail.
We've done all we can, Barbara.
Yes, but is it enough? When I went upstairs, she'd kicked off all her clothes and was shivering with cold. I was so worried I thought I'd better bring her down here.
It's probably just a chill.
Yes, but what if it's worse?
Well, we could call a physician, but it would be dangerous. They report almost everything to the militia these days, if only to save their own necks.
Yes, well, that's a risk we'll have to take. You must know someone we could trust.
Yes. Yes, I think I do.
Good. That's settled then. She's asleep.
Good. I wonder what's happened to Jules. He should have been back before this.
Oh, well, if you have to go, we'll be all right here.
Are you sure?
Yes, of course. I know you didn't intend to stay so long.
I think I'd better go. I shall need time to arrange for the physician.
We'll see you tomorrow.
If I can't come back, I'll send a message. You'll tell Jules?
Yes. And be careful, Leon.
I will. We'll meet again, Barbara. And soon.
You were asleep.
No. Just dozing.
Want to go back to bed now?
You like Leon, don't you?
Come on. I'll help you upstairs.
Now, let us have a look at him.
It's a pity we had to hit him so hard. When the streets are filled with soldiers, he only had to call out. We'd have been arrested. If he was against us, yes. I wonder who he is.
No, far from it. I'd say you created a favourable impression on Citizen Robespierre.
I didn't say half the things I wanted to say. He twisted my words.
Politicians usually do. Still, you are going to have another opportunity.
Oh, I think not. No. Your hospitality has been most successful and most accepted. No, I think I must bid you goodbye and leave you.
That would be rather difficult, Citizen. Robespierre is expecting you tomorrow.
Then convey my apologies.
On the contrary, it would be more than my neck is worth to disobey such an order. You must try and stay.
It's out of the question.
Oh, but I insist. Jailer?
Matt.
Arrange suitable accommodation for our citizen guest.
Of course, citizen, of course. For how long?
He will be staying at least until tomorrow night.
Definitely no longer.
He can have one of the soldiers' rooms. I'll turn them out. Oh, citizen, just one thing. There's a man waiting to see you. It's very important.
I trust the room will be to your satisfaction.
I'm sure it will be.
Well, you wanted to see me?
Yes, Citizen Lamette. I think I may have some information for you.
If you're ready, citizen, I'll show you your room.
No, that's all right, jailer. I don't think I shall stay after all.
Eh?
No, I'm sure the mate will understand. It's a pity that I ask him to put me up. Besides, those poor soldiers will need their rest.
It doesn't matter about them.
Nevertheless, I must be on my way. I have a long journey. So kindly give my regards to the mate.
Citizen! And just what do you think you're doing, jailer? The magistrate said you were staying. I must obey him.
Then what do you think he'll say when he hears you delayed me?
I'm sorry, citizen, I'm sorry. But if he comes back and finds you gone, it could be even worse.
Very well. I'll stay then. And I shall say nothing of this disgraceful behavior, if only for your sake.
Thank you, citizen. Thank you. This way.
Your story is that this white-haired old gentleman exchanged clothes of this ring, and that you also gave him writing material.
And the sash, citizen. It was when he took the insignia of a regional officer of the provinces that I became, well, suspicious.
Yes, so you said.
Of course, I realize it may be nothing, but it was my duty to report it.
You did well, citizen.
Will you be keeping the ring and the clothes, citizen?
They may be needed as evidence.
Oh, yes. Of course, you realize they were part of the exchange. I'm a poor man, citizen, and normally I'd have thrown him out of my shop.
This should more than compensate.
Thank you, citizen. Although I cannot accept a reward for what, after all, was my duty.
Keep it on one condition.
Anything, citizen.
You will say nothing of this to anyone.
You have my word.
Leave this way. I don't want you seen in the prison.
Thank you, citizen. Thank you.
He's coming round. I'm sorry we were so long, Barbara. We had to carry him all the way. Dodging patrols all the time. How's Susan?
Oh, she has a slight fever, but she's sleeping now.
Leon not here?
No, he had to leave. He's arranging for Susan to see a doctor. Ian!
Barbara!
Ian!
Is Susan here too?
Yes, she's upstairs.
I thought you were both... Oh, this is great. Any news of the doctor?
No. We don't even know if he got to Paris.
Well, we did not know when we left here we were going to collect one of your friends, Barbara.
Ian, this is Jules. He saved our lives.
Not Jules Renan by any chance?
Yes?
What? I've been looking for you.
We heard that somebody was. We did not know it was you.
You can say that again.
We're very sorry about that. Jean, this calls for a celebration. I'll get a bottle from the cellar. Come and sit over here. You'll be more comfortable.
I think I'd better go and speak with Susan. She isn't feeling at all well.
What's wrong with her?
Don't know. We're hoping to see a doctor tomorrow. Although when she hears you're back, that should be tonic enough.
I know it is good news, but I think it's best not to wake her.
Oh, no, I won't. She doesn't sleep for very long anyway. Look, you have a talk to Ian.
Sounded like an order. But there is one question I would like to ask you. How did you know Barbara and Susan were here?
I didn't.
But I thought, when you were asking for me...
That was for an entirely different reason. Do you know a man called Webster?
No.
I shared a cell with him in prison. Unfortunately, he died. He asked me to contact a man called James Sterling.
Sterling. No, I'm afraid that name means nothing to me either.
What? You mean to say you don't know him?
No. Should I?
I don't know. I somehow took it for granted that you would.
Perhaps you'd better tell me the complete story.
Yes.
Over a glass of wine.
Well, as far as I gather, Webster was an Englishman. He'd come over to France to persuade Sterling to return to England. Sterling must be a spy.
I'll share one drink, then I must start my journey. Thank you. Yes, you should leave before dawn. You're healthy.
Well, as I told you, Webster was dying. But before he died, he begged me to get a message to James Sterling. I asked him how would I recognize him. And he told me to contact you at the sign of Le Chien Gris.
I see. Well, Webster's right there. It is an inn that we frequent. I'm sorry. Please go on.
No, that's all there is to say. Except that as I found Le Chien Gris, you found me.
Did Webster know Sterling?
Well, I imagine so.
Probably by sight. But if, as you say, Sterling is a spy, to do his job properly, he must be able to move around freely. That would mean an alias, a completely new identity.
Oh, it's something that Webster didn't know.
Yes, exactly.
So Webster was counting on recognizing him.
Well, that makes good sense.
Yes, well, why did he ask me to contact you?
Men like Webster have been in touch with me before. I imagine the English are giving me as a contact to people they send over in case they need help.
Oh. Well, that's not going to help me find Sterling, is it?
What's the matter, eh? I'm not sure I like the idea of being used by the English. You shouldn't either, Jules. We're at war, and they're our enemies, and here we are helping their spies. England is at war with the people ruling France, Jean. So are we. When the tyranny ends, so will the war.
I suppose the chances of finding Sterling are pretty slim.
We can try.
Good.
Now, you have a few days to spare, is that correct?
Oh, do I?
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't told you. Jean is leaving soon to search for the fourth member of your party, Susan's grandfather.
You know where he is?
No, but he will start at the house where you were arrested and follow the trail from there, won't you, Jean?
Yes, I will find him.
And while we wait, we shall also search for Sterling.
Providing you have no objections, Jules, I'll start my journey now.
No objections?
You'll hear from me within 3 days.
Take care, Jean.
Ian?
Good luck, and thanks.
If anyone can find him, Jean can. Now, to our problem. I wonder who can help us. Of course, there is one man. Len.
Friend of yours?
We've shared many escapades. He moves in a very wide circle and knows a great many people. Perhaps he is James Sterling.
I'd like to meet him. Can you arrange it?
Very easily. He's coming here tomorrow, bringing a physician for Susan.
Good. This calls for another drink. Oh, Barbara. Just in time.
Susan?
Yes, I'm afraid he's getting worse.
Good morning, citizen. I hope you slept well.
I did not. The bed was hard, and the draught blew through the room like the north wind.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I dare say you are. But if I catch rheumatism, apologies won't cure it. Will it?
Better feed the pigs.
Most appropriate.
Come, we'll have breakfast. And your time may not be wasted, citizen. I've got a feeling that it will be quite an eventful day.
A message from Leo. The physician won't come here.
Thank you.
Look, we must do something for Susan.
Well, if Daniel says the physician won't come here, Susan must be taken to him, that's all.
I'll arrange for a carriage to take them.
Let me go with Susan.
No, I think it'll look less suspicious. 2 women were to go. Yes, the physician is reasonably near. Yes, Barbara can take her.
I've just found them. I don't want to lose them again.
That's quite understandable. But there's no reason for you to fear for your safety. Besides, there's your meeting with Mail.
Yes, but you haven't arranged it yet.
I can. Ian, it'll all be over by today. We'll be able to leave together. It'll be quicker this way.
Well, I don't like it this way.
But, good. I'll go and fetch Barbara and Susan.
Let's hope we can trust the physician.
Yes, you appear to have a feverish chill, but it's nothing very serious.
Well, that's a relief.
All the same, I'm surprised at your condition. Tell me, have you any idea how you came to catch it?
No. None.
Your symptoms would suggest that you haven't been looking after yourself.
I've done nothing unusual.
Yes. Has she been eating properly?
Oh, she has an enormous appetite. Look, Doctor, if you could, well, give her something. We appreciate your time's valuable. We've no wish to delay you.
Quite so. There's another thing. Your hands, they're very blistered, aren't they?
Doctor, can you help her?
Yes, I'll treat her. It's a simple matter of bloodletting. Unfortunately, I shall have to go out and collect some leeches. You called rather early. I was on my way to collect them first thing this morning, but you're welcome to wait.
Well, maybe it was better if we came back.
Come back. No. I shall be out all day. You'll have to wait, but please make yourself comfortable.
Barbara, I don't like him. I can't stand the thought of having leeches on me.
No. I got the impression that he suspected us. Come on, let's go.
It's locked.
Get him over. Hurry out of Paris if you don't hurry up.
If I'm wrong, there'll be no repercussions, will there, citizen?
Don't worry. From what you've told me, it's escaped prisoners all right. The soldiers will go with you. All you've got to do is to point them out.
Yes, I'd better hurry back.
Go with the position. Right turn. Quick march.
Oh, this door's stronger than it looks.
It's been gone ages. He'll be back soon.
Someone coming.
There they are.
Barbara and Susan aren't back yet.
They'll be all right. It is not unusual to be kept waiting in the position.
Well, I've got a feeling something's gone wrong.
Now, don't worry. I've arranged your meeting with Leon.
Oh, he can wait.
If it'll make you any happier, I'll go and fetch Barbara and Susan. Now, if you want to see Leon, you must hurry. He moves around a great deal. It may be your only chance.
But you'll leave immediately.
Yes, of course I will. Leon is at a disused church. You're to go alone. I've explained some of the story.
Oh, so he's not James Sterling.
No. I'll draw a map for you. It will help you find the way.
So, you thought you'd escape? Well, we're not as big a fools as you take us for. That Lemaitre. 2 recaptured prisoners.
Barbara, what do you think they're talking about?
I don't know. I'll find out soon enough.
I'll see that your orders are carried out, citizen. Take me down to the cell.
No! Barbara!
Not you. You're wanted for questioning. Citizen Lamont thought you might like to question this prisoner. What's that? Back to your Barbara.
Doctor!
Oh.
Now? Yes. You must be Ian. That's right. Are you alone?
Yes. Jules said you might be able to help.
Soldiers. Yes, I know. You walked right into my trap, didn't you, Ian?
me in. That's right. Are you alone? Yes. Jules said you might be able to help. Soldiers. Yes, I know. You walked right into my trap, didn't you, Ian?
Put all ideas of escape out of your head. And as for your rescue, well, no one will come here. You can take my word for that. If I don't go back, Jules is going to get suspicious. By the time that happens, my friend, we shall have left. And afterwards, we'll take care of him. You never know who your friends are. My association with Jules was bound to come to an end. He already suspected that a traitor, if you want to use those words, was working in the organization. But it's no matter. We're ready now to close in on him, too. So what do you want with me? Information. You will cooperate, Ian. Think about it. We have plenty of time.
He's given you time to consider.
I don't need time. I have no information.
We'll decide that when you talk. When you talk, you'll talk.
Oh, Doctor, I thought we were never going to see you again.
You should know by now, young lady, that you can't get rid of the old doctor as easily as that. Now,
Tell me, how did you get out of that burning farmhouse?
oh, never mind about that now. What happened? Where's Susan? How is
She's here. We were arrested together.
She's here? Yes. Is she well?
Yes, she's fine. She had a slight fever, but she's recovered now.
Well, now, we must find Chesterton and try and get back to the ship.
Oh, I know where he is.
Hmm?
I know where he is.
Oh, yes?
We were all in hiding at a house owned by a Jules Renault.
What said you, mate? Well, now, I've just had a message from the first deputy citizen.
Well, what is it?
Robespierre said he wants to see you immediately. It's a matter of the utmost importance. Robespierre said immediately, citizen.
Yes.
Yes.
Has the young girl been locked away?
She has. I saw to it myself, just as you ordered, citizen.
Good. She shall remain in her cell, do you understand? Under no circumstances is the door to be opened.
Just as you say, citizen.
And if that order is disobeyed, I'll have you guillotined.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Oh, I should never have taken Susan to see that physician.
Oh, don't blame yourself, Barbara. As it happens, everything has turned out very well. Might have taken us ages to find each other.
Do you think we stand a chance of getting out of here?
Well, my voice seems to carry some weight. Hmm?
Yes, well, I'm not surprised in that get-up.
Oh, yes, it's rather impressive, isn't it? Now, listen. I'm going through that door. Give me a few minutes, then I want you to go through the door and straight out to the prison.
Are you serious?
Absolutely serious, but I've no time to explain. Just do as you're asked.
What about Susan?
Well, I'll look after her and follow later.
But, Doctor, you...
Now, there's no buts. Don't argue. You know my plans always work perfectly. Hmm? In a few minutes, then. Tell me. Is the mate here?
He's left to see Citizen Robespierre.
Oh, dear, how we're chasing him. I did want him so urgently.
Well, I'm sure he'll be...
No. This matter can't wait. It's urgent. I've just been interrogating that young woman, and I'm convinced she's a member of that dangerous traitors' party.
Oh, I see.
And do you know she could tell us the names of every traitor in this country?
Perhaps it would make her talk.
No chance of that, no. She'd rather die first than betray her friends. No, I think if there's only some way of using her. If only we could get through her to her friends.
Perhaps.
Perhaps what?
Well, if she were to escape, she could be followed. She'd meet these traitors, and we'd arrest them. Mertz once did this.
My dear, what an excellent idea.
What an excellent idea. Yes, of course. Now, why didn't I think of that? Yes, that's what we'll do. And the mates will be delighted. Now, look here, Mr. Jailer. I want you to open those prison doors. Keep out of sight. Oh, but no. And sooner or later, that young woman will come through those doors and we can grab her. Come on, quickly. Ian, Barbara and Susan! Ian! Ian!
Getting impatient, are we? That's a good sign. Susan Coburn really knows how to make pigs like you talk. He leaves them alone. Let them think. Now me, I have other ways.
Stop that. I'm sorry. I'm afraid my men are very bad-tempered. Ian, I don't want anything to happen to you, really. But I think you have the information that will help the cause I believe in. You're wasting your time with me. I'm very small fry. Surely you don't expect me to believe that. Well, we learned of the existence of James Sterling 2 months ago. We've been searching for him ever since. We? Yes. I've been loyal to the revolution from the beginning. You've known what France was like 6 years ago before the Bastille. You'd understand. I do understand, but I can't help you. Oh, you won't. France will never be anything until we're rid of these high-born leeches who've been sucking the lifeblood of France for so long. You must believe me, I can help you in no way. You can save yourself a lot of trouble and suffering by talking. This is your only chance. Do you realize that when I've finished with you, I'll transfer you to the prison? And then to the guillotine. Now, if you were to talk, I have the power to set you free. Jules must have told you all I know. Ah, yes, what did Jules say? That Webster gave you a message to give to Sterling. Yes, that's right. Only I can't recognize Sterling, that's why I'm here. Oh, that I accept. But you must have known of their organization. You were in it with Webster. He would never have trusted you otherwise. Now, who sent you from England? How did you get here and who helped you? What's the use? I really don't understand what you're going to gain. If I don't get the information from you, I shall find it elsewhere. Now be sensible. Save yourself from the guillotine. You wouldn't believe my story anyway. Suppose you let me be the judge of that. How did you get to France? You really want to know, eh? The truth. Oh, yes. The truth, all right. You swear it? Yes, I swear it. I flew here with 3 friends in a small box. When I left England, it was 1963. All right, Leon! You get him! Susan were arrested at the position. Yes, I feared that. As soon as Leon turned up here, we must get to them. I think it's best to go back to my hideout. What? The soldiers were there already. Well, if I know Leon, she would have wanted the satisfaction of arresting me himself. In any way, we'll just have to risk it. Come on.
What do you want?
Susan, it's me, Charles. Me.
Grandfather! Oh, Grandfather, you found me! We'll have to get away from the farmhouse.
Oh, I can't explain that, child. It will take too long.
Oh, Barbara's here somewhere.
Yes, and I've taken care of that. She should be out of the prison and well on her way now. And I... Shh, somebody's coming. What? See you later.
Be careful.
Shh.
But, citizen, didn't you collect the soldiers and follow the released prisoner?
Me?
Certainly not. What one am I?
But I was under the impression, my dear man, that you were doing so. I'm hardly dressed in the proper clothes to go skulking after people. Now, am I?
I couldn't have gone. I can't leave the prison.
Well, why didn't you say that in the first place? Well, did you?
No, citizen.
No, and what do you think the mate will say? He's bound to want to know whose idea it was.
It was mine. Citizen, you must help me.
I'll try. Now, don't worry. I'll cover up for you. But you know, I have a feeling that this young girl is tied up in this somehow. Now, I think if we let her go, I personally could follow and then arrest all of them. All I need from you is the key to that child's cell.
Citizen, Lemaitre was very clear with his instructions. If that door is opened, I lose my head. That's what Lemaitre said just before he left. That's what he said.
The mate. Why can't you use your own initiative, my man?
Yeah, well, you must see him when he returns, citizen. I'm just a humble servant. If his orders are countermanded, well then...
I demand to open that cell door.
To lose one prisoner is bad enough. To lose two would be the end of me. Especially after my orders. Lemaitre will be returning soon. We'll do as he says. Until then, that door remains closed.
Ah, good, Clement. We're not to be disturbed. The news is serious, citizen, and there is not much time.
I'm at your service. You are ready to give the order.
There is a meeting of the convention tomorrow.
Yes, I know, citizen.
I have been warned that certain influential members, traitors, all of them, are planning to bring an indictment against another member.
You have their names?
Oh, I realize they are forever plotting. But this latest information suggests that more and more of the Paris Commune are taking sides. The plan is that even I shall not be allowed to speak. They're allowed to destroy me.
All is not lost, citizen. You still have many friends sitting in the convention.
But can I trust them? If this motion gets underway, they will turn against me to save their own necks. Mark my words, Clement. If this plot is successful, tomorrow, the 27th of July, 1794, will be a date for history.
Tell me the leader of this group, citizen. He will be immediately executed.
Patience, Clement. This is no lone voice we are fighting against. If they are to hold power, they will need the army on their side. Meetings must have been arranged.
By whom?
It is my guess that Deputy Paul Barras is at the forefront of the rebels, but I must be certain before I strike. I shall not get a second chance, Clement.
Tell me what I must do.
I understand that Barras is leaving for Paris tonight. I assume it must be for a meeting. With the position as it is, it can be for no other reason. I want to know who will and the decision. Given that, I can still defeat my enemies.
What if he's just a decoy?
That is my worry, Lemaitre. Tonight, my men will be everywhere. Barras, it's your responsibility.
I shall not fail you. Against which member is the indictment being brought, citizen?
Against me, Lemaitre. Against me, Robespierre.
Leon was right. Leon was right. He did not tell me about this place. We're safe here for the moment. But I shall have to give up this house very soon. It's becoming too dangerous.
Barbara, we thought you'd been arrested. Yes, we were. But when we got to the prison, the doctor was there.
What?
Yes, he's dressed up as if he's running the revolution. From what I could gather, half the people there take orders from him.
That sounds like the doctor, all right.
The doctor? You mean Susan's grandfather?
Yes, that's right.
And where's Susan?
Oh, she'll be along later with him. I just walked out.
Walked out? What? I don't know how he gets away with it half the time. What did he say?
Well, not very much. We didn't have a chance. But he'll be here soon, so no doubt we'll get the whole story several times. What have you done?
Oh, nothing much. Let's just say I fell into the wrong hands and Jules arrived in time.
And then?
He's dead, Barbara. I killed him.
Killed him?
Yes. He was the traitor we were looking for.
Was he on your way, Barbara?
He deserved to die. He was a traitor.
What do you mean? He was a traitor.
When I got to the church, he turned on me. He was going to kill me.
He betrayed us, Barbara.
He was a traitor to you. To his side, he was a patriot.
Barbara, we've taken sides just by being here. Jules actually shot him. It could just as easily have been me.
And what about Robespierre? I suppose you think
It's at an extreme. It's like Robespierre.
Oh, Barbara, Jules is our friend. He takes
I
our
know
lives.
all that. The revolution isn't all bad. Neither are the people who support it. It's changed things for the whole world. And good, honest people gave their lives for that change.
Well, he got what he deserved.
You check your history books, dear, before you decide what people deserve. Oh, Grandfather! You're never coming!
I shall have you out of here soon, but I must have your help. Now look, I want you to get down onto the floor behind this door, and don't move, whatever you do.
Grandfather!
Now do it now, Charles, don't argue, do it now. Don't make a sound. Stay there. Someone coming.
Be careful!
Yes, do fast.
I don't know what the match will say.
Oh, he's not back yet, eh?
No, but we expect him any minute.
Sheila! Sheila! She's not there. She's gone. She's gone. She's gone. Come on, Charles, quickly!
He tricked me.
Lock her away.
He did as you said he would, citizen. He tried to get the young girl released, and he let the other prisoner go.
Oh, spare your breath, please. I'm quite capable of explaining the situation myself.
All right, Taylor. I think it's about time we had a talk.
I must insist that you release that young child immediately.
I'm afraid you're not in a position to insist on anything at the moment.
Physician, sir, do you realize who you're talking to?
Not yet, but I intend to find out. Do you recognize this, citizen?
No, should I?
And these? They're yours, aren't they? Given in exchange for those rather splendid clothes and the insignia of a regional provincial deputy.
You know, that's the biggest fairy story I've ever heard in my life.
I could have had you arrested any time I wanted.
Yes, why didn't you?
Please, keep. Why didn't I? Well, with the political situation as it is, and my position being what it is, I need friends. Even if they're enemies, people I can call on for help. If I have something on them, so much the better.
It's become quite obvious to me why you didn't wish me to leave the prison.
I knew I'd never see you again if you did.
But you relaxed the regulations today. And I could have walked out any time I wished.
And left your granddaughter. Just an assumption, but obviously correct. I knew I had you so long as she remained here under lock and key. If you remember, when I first met you, you were inquiring after your friends. The young woman who the jailer says you just released, the girl and, what was his name? Ian.
So you knew all the time?
Let's just say I added to my
my knowledge, listening at doors can still be effective.
What do you want?
Ah, so I see we understand each other. If you agree to help me, your granddaughter will be released after you have kept your side of the bargain.
The least I can do is listen.
Good. Now, I'm reasonably certain that your group are working with or for Jules Hanon. I think you use his hideout. Certainly you know where it is, and if you don't, your granddaughter does.
I have never met the man. Oh, I fully appreciate why you must want to find him. But if you think that I am going to betray him, then you are a very poor judge of character.
If you want your granddaughter released, you will have to take me to his hideout.
Never, sir. I refuse.
I repeat, if you want your granddaughter released, you do not have a choice.
Where's yours?
Went to the end of the street. Look for Susan and the doctor.
Well, the doctor would have to wait for the right moment.
Yes, but how long can we wait?
Oh, I don't know. Every time anybody passes the house, I think it might be them.
Yes, I know. Barbara, sorry about Leon. But it really was the only way, believe me.
I know. I wanted to apologize to Jules. I'm so sick and tired of death, Ian. I never seem able to get away from it.
There is no way, Barbara. Well, there's no sign of your friends.
Well, we must wait a little longer.
I left the door unlatched.
Ah, so now anyone can walk in.
Try and be patient, Ian. Oh, I know these long hours of waiting only too well. I've had my share.
Jules, when I spoke to you before, the things I said...
You said because of Leon the man. Yes, I know. But I did what I had to do because of what he represents. Do you ever wonder why I'm doing these things? Hiding in shadows, fighting in corners?
We took it for granted you belonged to the other side. The aristocracy.
No. No. I have no title or position. I belong, well, in the middle. But I hate to see order thrown out of the window like so much dust. There can be no loyalty or honor where anarchy prevails.
Leon was your friend.
There are only two sides today, Barbara. Those who rule by fear and treachery, and those who fight for reason, justice. Anyone who betrays these principles is worse than the devil in hell.
Here they are.
The mate.
Your friend has betrayed us.
Here they are.
The mate.
Your friend has betrayed us.
You brought the soldiers.
No, I came alone and unarmed. Ask your friend.
We came alone, my boy. We made a bargain. Let him speak. He holds Susan prisoner.
What can you have to say to us?
Please, I come as a friend.
A friend?
Ian will tell you that what I say is true.
I will.
Well, surely you realize that your escape from prison was arranged. I saw to it that you got the key, and I took care of the jailer.
Why? Why should you do that?
I was certain in my own mind that Webster gave you a message to deliver. You had to have the opportunity to deliver it. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time to wait now. I had to collect.
Collect?
Yes. I am James Sterling.
Sterling, you?
Is it so surprising? You must have already decided that to be of any use I would have to hold some position of authority.
Why have you not made yourself known here before, Webster? I've been told about me.
I've been in France several years. When I came over, you must have been unknown to us. Although I'm not sure I would have contacted you even if I could. I prefer to work alone.
You could have made yourself known to me in prison.
Yes, but I didn't know whether I could trust you. There again, I could have been overheard. No, Ian, I took the only course possible.
That's all very well, mate Sterling, or whatever your name is, but the only reason I brought you here was to help Susan. And I kept my part of the bargain.
I know, but let me explain my position.
I certainly will not. I want my granddaughter out of that prison.
She already has been out of that prison, and she was rearrested. I will help you if you will help me. Don't you see? I can use my authority to get safe passage for all of you, to wherever you want to go.
But
he's
look
right,
here,
Doctor.
No harm will come to Susan, I promise. I gave orders that she was to remain in the cell. Now, you know that's true. The jailer would die rather than see that cell door opened again.
Very well. Very well. If you must tell your story, then get on with it.
First, the message.
Oh, Webster said very little. He was badly wounded, as you know.
Yes. I know that. I read reports of all arrests in case something like this happens. It's why I came to your cell. I realized that he could have been Webster. I've been expecting to be contacted for months.
Know where you were, or even where I could find you.
No. The plan was that he was to look for and recognize me. He was a good friend. Ian, the message.
He said you were to return to England immediately. It seems that whatever information you have is wanted there urgently.
Nothing more?
That was all Webster said.
Are you sure?
Well, he mumbled occasionally, odd words, but what I've just told you was all he asked me to tell you.
What were these mumblings about?
Oh, well, it didn't really make sense. He was unconscious. He said, strange things. I can't really remember now.
He may have realized that he didn't have very much time.
Yes. I'm afraid I can't remember them.
Well, I'm already planning my return to England. But before I go, and before I can give Susan and you safe passage, there is one more piece of information I must have.
Look, you asked for our help. What can we do? You have all the power.
Robespierre sent for me today. There is another plot to depose him.
Good. Would it succeed, you think?
Possibly. He gave orders that I should follow Paul Barras, a deputy, and report back on the meeting.
Barras meeting? Webster did speak of that.
What did he say?
Well, nothing specific, but he said Barras meeting and something about a sinking ship. No. The sinking ship. That was it.
Just a moment. There's an inn called the Sinking Ship on the Calais Road. It would be ideal for a secret meeting.
Right. Better than following him, we can plan a reception committee. If I can discover the results of this meeting, I'm ready to return to England, and I'm free to help you.
Have you any idea who Barras is meeting?
No, but whoever he is, he could be the next ruler of France.
I still don't understand why you need our help.
Barras knows me by sight. I'm sure of that. He could even know of you, Doctor. Now, my plan, if you agree, is for Barbara and Ian to attend the meeting.
Nonsense. It's far too risky.
Why not use your own men? You would still learn the details.
True, but then they would also know, and they may talk. Then I have no advantage.
I think we should go. Ian?
It's risky, but we're not going to get away without help.
Quite so. And there's Susan to think about.
Then you agree to go?
Yes.
We agree.
The doctor and I will remain here. If we're seen, it could hinder you, or worse.
I'll take them to the inn, Sterling, if you've no objection.
Good. I was going to ask you to. Now, when you get there, I suggest that the innkeeper is...
Leave it to us, Sterling.
Sorry. I know I can. You should have little difficulty getting there tonight. Stay the night and return here tomorrow morning. That way you won't run into any patrols. Now, where exactly is this inn, Jules?
It's a good 2 hours' ride. We'll take the Calais Road and ride due north. When we reach this fork, we'll see a forest. We'll circle it and ride west. Thank you.
Well, if this is a typical night's trade, I'm not surprised this place was chosen.
I bound and gagged the innkeeper and left him in the wine cellar. He'll be found when we leave.
Ian's nearly finished.
Good.
You know, if Barat doesn't arrive soon, you'll find the place closed.
Perhaps that's what he's waiting for.
Yes, I know. That'll do it. Many out there?
Just two. They look set for the night. Oh, and Jules, of course. Let's put the innkeeper in the cellar.
Good. Yes, looks all right. Right, now we're ready for them. Take your cloak, citizen. Horrible night.
Where is Jacques?
Jacques? Oh, he's sick. He asked me to help him out. You must be the citizen who ordered the room. This way. This way, citizen. Here we are.
Can I get you anything, citizen?
Yes, some wine.
How many guests are you expecting?
Just the one.
There'll only be two of them.
Good night. Good night. As soon as his guest comes, you can lock up.
Did you see who it was?
No. Did you?
No.
Well, I'm delighted you could get here, General.
Barbara. It's Napoleon. Napoleon Bonaparte.
We're quite safe here. I made certain I wasn't followed.
The meeting place was well chosen.
I assume from your presence here that you're interested in my proposition.
Interested, obviously, but no more. Please, not to disclose the full details.
Robespierre will be arrested after tomorrow's convention meeting.
Won't be the first attempt.
But it will be the successful one. He'll be tried and executed before his friends have time to reorganize.
You make it sound simple, Barras. I think you underestimate Robespierre. He has a talent for commanding support.
Only if he is allowed to speak, and he won't be able to.
As far as I'm concerned, your success or failure means very little to me.
Oh, possibly, but only for the immediate future. Success could well mean that I would take control of the governing committee.
It would be within the constitutional rights.
And then the Constitution could be amended. Oh, I'm well aware of your disgust for politicians, tearing France to pieces while her enemies wait to pounce.
Exactly what is your proposal?
I believe that to rule a country successfully, one needs a certain support from the people being governed.
Agreed. And how do you plan to raise that support?
With you. Your victories, inspiring victories in the Austrian wars, have made you a public figure. You're a hero in the people's eyes.
And in your eyes. A useful prop for your new government.
Oh, come, General.
You would be more than just a figurehead.
Yes, I know I would. I'm glad you appreciate it.
Which capacity would you require me to serve?
The Constitution Amendment would call for a government of 3 consuls. You would be one of them.
When would you require my decision?
Now?
If I refuse?
You're in a strong position, Bonaparte, but hardly indispensable. There are other young men equally ambitious.
I accept. Dependent on Robespierre's downfall. In the event of failure, I shall, of course, deny this meeting ever took place.
I will summon you to Paris as soon as a suitable time has elapsed.
I shall be ready to take over.
Napoleon? Napoleon as ruler of France?
Yes, as one of 3 consuls.
He won't be content with that. I've watched his promotions. Bonaparte's clever and ambitious. If he gets a foothold to power, one day he will rule France.
Our only concern now is Susan.
She's only part of it, Doctor. If they take Robespierre to the prison, we might find it hard to get in there, let alone get out.
You made a bargain with us.
And I'll keep to it.
You knew this might happen.
Yes, but I had no idea Barras was so strong. Jules, what time is this convention meeting?
It will be over by now.
Then Robespierre could already be under arrest. I must find out. There may still be time.
You'd keep Robespierre as ruler of France?
If I thought he was the only way
We need a strong government, but not a military dictatorship. And it could happen.
It will happen.
Oh, save your breath, my dear. Do as you think fit. I'm going after Susan.
Doctor, take Barbara with you. Let her hide outside the prison. Jules?
Yes?
Get a carriage, take it to the prison. If there are crowds, wait until they disperse. Barbara will watch out for you.
Right.
If you can get Susan, take her and join Barbara and wait for the carriage. Ian and myself will join you as soon as we can.
Where shall we go?
To the palace. We'll get news of Robespierre. If you're not outside the prison when we return, I'll come for you.
Go with him, my boy. You can't help me, but at least you can make sure that he helps us.
All right. I'll see you outside the prison. Good luck.
Take care, Ian.
What is it? What you find so amusing?
Oh, I don't know. Yes, I do. It's this feverish activity to try and stop something that we know is going to happen. Robespierre will be guillotined, whatever we do.
I've told you of our position so often.
Yes, I know. You can't influence or change history. I learned that lesson with the Aztecs.
The events will happen just as they're written. I'm afraid so, and we can't stem the tide. But at least we can stop being carried away with the flood. Now, Susan and the prisoner.
Issued by the governing committee.
Oh, don't be fools, citizens! They're traitors! All of them! Traitors! Don't be fools, they're just using you! They'll never succeed in taking over the government of France! They'll never succeed! Within hours I shall be as powerful as ever I was, and the traitors will play with their lives! If, citizens, you swear your allegiance to me now, I will promise your safety! I promise to save France! I will promise...
Non viene qua con me. Devo toccare.
You should have let me go in here.
No, Sterling. Robespierre's finished. We were too late.
Yes, did you hear the men? They're taking him to the prison.
Yes. It's up to the doctor now.
I think we're going to have quite a storm.
Yes, we were lucky to find shelter so near the prison.
We waited around here long enough. It's far too conspicuous. I think the carriage might be here, or when I return. Will you be all right?
Yes, of course.
I'll go get Susan, or at least try. Be careful.
Up to the revolution. You came back.
I can see you did not expect me.
No, but I'm glad you came. I still have a score to settle with you.
Really? I see you haven't heard the news yet, my man.
Who hasn't? Robespierre's been overthrown.
Yes, and the mate was shot trying to run away.
The mate shot?
Shot, and now we're going to deal with his accomplices.
Who are you?
Why do you think a high-ranking official like myself came to Paris, I was part of the plan. I came to make sure of Robespierre's downfall.
I didn't know, citizen.
No, you didn't, did you? And that is why you didn't expect me to come back. You thought you'd get away with it.
Get away with what?
Being the mate's accomplice. Take him! You were the mate's accomplice, weren't you? You did help him to carry out his torturous actions.
I only carried out the orders I was given, sir.
Orders? Orders? Don't tell me that, my man. I was there, remember? I saw you conniving with him all the time.
I didn't, citizen.
Didn't what?
Do what you just said.
It was you that betrayed me to the mate, was it not?
Well, after all, citizen, you did hit me on the head. And how was I to know Lemaitre was a traitor? And, well, you, citizen, well, that was a secret, wasn't it?
Well, I suppose there's some logic in that. I can't decide whether you're a rogue or a half-wit or both. However, I will give you the benefit of the doubt. Get out. Now, while we are reconsidering the post of jailer, you may stay here in a temporary capacity.
Thank you, citizen. You won't regret it, I promise you.
I hope not. Now, Robespierre's friends smuggled him away after the convention. The soldiers are after him. He will be caught and probably brought here.
Yeah, well, we'll look after him, citizen. Never fear.
Tomorrow, there will be a new bunch of prisoners, Robespierre's friends. So I hope everything will be ready, including yourselves.
Well, shall I release the prisoners, citizen?
Certainly. Now, let me have the key to the dungeon.
No, but they've got Robespierre. I've just seen them take him into the prison.
Yes, we followed them here. Perhaps I'd better go and see what's happened.
You stay where you are, Sterling. You set one foot inside that prison and you'll be arrested. We must wait till Jules arrives with the carriage.
Well, you obviously didn't get to Robespierre.
No, we saw him taken. He was shot in the jaw.
Jules going to be able to see us from here?
I think so. At least this storm will allow him to pull up in front of the prison.
I shall be heading for Calais. I can get a boat from there.
Good. We can save you some time. We go the same way.
While we're waiting, you might as well explain exactly where it is you're making for.
Well, as far as I can remember from the map I saw in the hideout, we head north of Paris.
Here, Jules!
Oh, grandfather!
There. We're all going back to the ship. It's all over for you.
Where are the others?
Well, Barbara's outside, and Ian should arrive at any moment. We have a carriage waiting.
A carriage? Oh, that's better than a phone room.
Yes,
What's happening?
They've just heard about the downfall of Robespierre. So it's a sort of celebration, you know.
Look!
Taylor! Yes, what is it about?
A prisoner boy.
Oh, Citizen Robespierre. This is indeed an...
Don't waste your breath on him. He can't answer you back. He tried writing us a letter, but too bad we don't read, eh?
Yes, Susan. The rabble of hearts too busy to bother about us. Everybody lived in fear yesterday of that man, and today... Let's go, Susan. Let's go.
Yes, the fall of Robespierre has changed everything for me.
I'm sure it has, Jules. What are you going to do now?
First, I must find Jean.
Then I shall wait somewhere in the country and see how this situation in Paris develops.
Going to be disturbed for a long time, I think.
Yes, I know. I wonder who will emerge as the next ruler of France.
Remember the name Napoleon Bonaparte.
Corsican? Ruling France?
Well, if you're certain that's where you want to be left.
That's it. We'll be safe there.
Yes, but I don't...
Please. No questions. Promise?
Very well, if that's what you want. Now that I'm going home, I just can't wait to see England again.
Oh, England. I know how you feel only too well.
Why don't you all come with me?
No. We must travel our way.
Barbara, who are you really? Where do you all come from?
Here they are. He's got Susan.
Ian!
Come on, stand back. It's too dangerous. Come on.
Come, the matter. We mustn't keep them waiting. I hope they have a pleasant journey.
So do I. But to where, Jules? Funny. I get the impression they don't know where they're heading for. Come to that, do any of us?
I can assure you, my dear Barbara, Napoleon would never have believed you.
Yes, Doctor, but suppose we'd written Napoleon a letter telling him, you know, some of the things that were going to happen to him.
Wouldn't have made any difference here. He'd have forgotten it or lost it or thought it was written by a maniac.
I suppose if we tried to kill him with a gun, the bullet would have missed him.
Well, it's hardly fair to speculate, is it? No, I'm afraid you belittle things. Our lives are important, at least to us. And as we see, so we learn.
And what are we going to see and learn next, Doctor?
Well, unlike the old age, my boy, our destiny is in the stars. So let's go and search for it.